Alongside the launch of Loopcloud version 5, we're bringing you 2 brand new, also completely free Loopcloud plugins. The first of which is called Drum, which is classic drum machine style software that gives you a bunch of ready-to-use kits with many more from the best producers and labels available in the store. Let's check it out. As soon as you load up Loopcloud Drum, you can choose one of the factory kits to add instant quality beats from top producers to your project. Each of these has the 16 sounds from the kit arranged into a pattern using the sequencer section below. Individual samples can be edited using the controls in the instrument section above, whilst a mixer display, accessed with the switch at the top, allows easier adjusting of pad levels, sends, and both individual and master effect settings. In this tutorial though, I'm going to show you how to create your own patterns, to help you better understand how the plugin works. So loading up the breakage preset, I'm going to clear the pattern, which I do by clicking on the menu switch here, and then choosing Clear All. And I'm going to turn off linking, and just have A selected to start with. Then to sequence the pads, I just select them, and then activate steps in the grid below, which are 16ths, so 1 bar in total. So to create a simple alternating kick and snare on beats 1 and 3, I just do as follows. And I might also add some extra snares in the last beat. Maybe adjusting their levels a bit by lowering the velocity amount. And now, to add a hat to this, I'll hit that pad, and then turn on some steps to create a fast rhythm. And one great feature in the sequencer here is the roll setting below, which I can turn up to create faster runs of notes on any of the steps. I'm just going to solo the hat to make some changes to it in the instrument section. Using the envelope dials, I can change the duration of the sample by turning down hold, which is like sustained duration, or time that the sample sticks at max volume, and then use decay to set a shorter fade out. And I can pitch up the sample, and use the filter to roll off some of the low frequencies too. And now, let's check that out with the other drums. I'm just going to fatten it up a bit with the drive dial. Another thing you've got here is choke group, which, if you don't know about, is a feature for automatically silencing samples when other samples in the same choke group sound. For instance, if I add an open hat now, which is in the same choke group as the closed hat, then when the closed hat sounds directly after, you can hear the sample is cut short. I'd actually like it at the end of the pattern though. So what I can do is set the open hat to choke group 2 instead, and also set the kick to that choke group, so it cuts off the hat at the start of the pattern. Now, let's add some bass to this. And if you're needing a little help or inspiration creating patterns, then there's a handy randomize button. So to try out some different bongo rhythms with this now, I can hit randomize with that drum selected. And alongside, there are controls for nudging steps back and forward, or adjusting the timing in fractions of a step to shift samples slightly off grid. And there's a swing dial, of course, for adding that all-important shuffle. To make this into a 2-bar phrase now though, I'll select slot B and then choose Copy All A to B from the menu. Then we get our 1-bar pattern, which has been playing in slot A, replicated in slot B. So now I can choose to loop B on its own to make some changes to that, like mixing up the drums. And maybe changing the bass too. And now, when I change the link mode to A-B, it plays A, then B in a cycle. Switching to the mixer section now, you can see all our drums levels nice and clearly, and can set the balance more easily with the faders, as well as adjusting the levels going to the 2 send effects, which are reverb and delay. And above, you can see both of those effects, so can customize them however you like. As well as the 2 send effects, there are 4 master effects, for processing the whole kit together, for creating a lo-fi sound, saturating and overdriving, filtering out the highs and lows, and maximizing with a limiter. To save a kit with your patterns and any other changes you've made to individual drums or the mixer, just click Save and then type a name. Then, after clicking Refresh, you'll see that kit appear in the User section at the bottom of the menu. So now I've got a beat I'm happy with, I can maybe try out some different kits with it. To do this, I'm going to deactivate the pattern button above the kit menu. And then, when I load up a different kit, it will only load the drums, and not the pattern with the preset, so I can hear how it sounds with my beat. And if you want to narrow down the search, you can always filter by a particular genre. And to expand the kits in your library, just click the Loopcloud button at any time to switch over to the store and choose from one of many more kits available there. You may also have to click Refresh after purchasing any kits from the store, so that they show up in the menu. Alternatively though, any presets can be dragged straight from Loopcloud into the plugin GUI, with your user kits living in the Loopcloud drum folder in your library. If you have a huge library and you want to make it easier to locate kits, then just do a search using the Loopcloud drum tag found in the Formats category. So yeah, an excellent new free plugin for making quality beats with kits from the best producers and artists. Check it out by downloading Loopcloud for yourself today.